So it's a day after the day before, a very disappointing day before, where Tottenham didn't bring anybody in on transfer deadline day that would take this club forward. None of the areas were addressed that we were promised. But who is to blame for this? Is it Enoch? Is it Vinay, Lange, Paratici, Charrington, or is it Thomas Frank? We will get into it, guys. Drop a comment, smash a like. Let me know what you think. Who's to blame? Yes, guys. So the transfer window is shut, as we know, and Spurs haven't done the business the fans hoped that we would do. None of the errors have been addressed, loads of injuries, but who is to blame? Enoch, the fingers are pointing at you. Lange, what a complete waste of time he is. Paratici, why did he even stay for the rest of the month? We didn't do anything. It is crazy. And Thomas Frank himself, maybe he said no to a lot of the players that were offered to him. We will dive into it, guys. As I've said, please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment in. Let me know what you think. What a disappointing window. What a disappointing window. No left winger again. No striker. We are down to the bare bones. No right-sided player. Just no attackers of any note that would get into the first team anyway. We did, of course, make a signing right to death. An 18-year-old kid from Hearts who goes straight into the under-21s. But that first team, only Conor Gallagher was brought in. And that we kind of know was only because Bentancur has been injured for probably the rest of the season. So, guys, we go into the rest of the season with a lot of injuries and with not a lot of hope. Those extra one or two signings could have boosted us up that table, could have had us looking up rather than looking down. And right now, as a fan, I feel like the season's kind of done. It's kind of over. We will limp till May with what we have. We will stay up. We won't get into Europe. And the club have let us down yet again. But again, I ask the question, who is to blame? Lange, for me, one of the worst signings we've ever made. He is not up to it. He should be sacked today. He won't be. But for me, not good enough. Paratici, what was the point in keeping him? It just seems weird, doesn't it? Doesn't it? He was announced that he would go to Fiorentina at the start of January. And then there was a big hoo-ha. We're going to keep him. We're going to keep him to help Lange out through the transfer window. And we didn't do anything. So what was the point? It just feels really, really messy. And then, of course, Enoch, who came out and promised the earth and have delivered absolutely nothing. £150 million to spend in the window. We were going to put the team first. We haven't spent that money. But again, is it all on Enoch? Maybe Thomas Frank said no to a lot of the players that were offered to him. We're not to know, right? He wanted Semenyo. He didn't get him. So where's your next option? Was he given another option? And did Thomas Frank say, no, he's not the man for me? A lot of people said Frank is a yes man. Well, if he's turning down signings, that would suggest to me that he's not a yes man. He seems very forthwith on what he actually wants as a player. He's already come out in the summer and said, we are not aligned. At Brentford, we were all aligned. We were a team. The backroom staff, everyone involved in transfers, we were a team. We were aligned. He's already come out and said at Spurs, they're not on the same wavelength as me. And maybe this has continued. Maybe he's been offered players that he just didn't want. Maybe he's been offered players that as fans we would love, but Thomas Frank doesn't want. Maybe. Or maybe the board are thinking we don't want Thomas Frank long term, so we're not going to back him. Again, it seems weird. Vinay and Lange have both stated publicly that they want Thomas Frank to stay. They want it to work, but we have also heard that a lot of the board members didn't want Frank to stay and they wanted him sacked. So maybe there's an understanding that, okay, Frank can stay, but he's not getting the full backing. He's not going to get the players he wants because we're not actually sure whether we want to keep him long term. That's kind of where I'm thinking it's going on. That's what I'm thinking is happening at Tottenham. I'm thinking it is very much a voting system, isn't it? You've probably got 10 to 15 people on the board. They all vote. Maybe eight of them, nine of them want Frank out. Maybe five or six of them want Frank in. And as a vote, they say, okay, we'll keep him, but we're not going to spend money in the January window unless we can get players that we know maybe the next manager, it would fit into the next manager's plans as well. And that's why I think we've gone for Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher is the kind of player that every manager kind of likes, yeah, that kind of player. So, guys, it is what it is. We move on. We go on now to the summer. We have what we have. As I said, I think we will limp through till May. Let's hope we have enough points to finish mid-table comfortably. I don't think we're going down, but I will let you know in another couple of weeks. But I think we'll be all right, guys. Let me know in the comments where you think we will finish. I think it's all a bit meh now, isn't it, at Tottenham? There's nothing to be excited about. Yes, we have the Champions League, of course, and that will be exciting. But I think realistically, we know now with the fact we're not bringing in anyone else because the window's shut and the fact we do have a lot of injuries, we're probably not going to go too much further in the Champions League. I hope I'm wrong. But as far as league goes, get enough points to stay up, limp through till May, and then we see what we bring in the summer as far as transfers and as far as managers go. I think it's going to be a bumpy ride until May, guys. Strap in and let's see what happens. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know what you think of my points. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Have you got your own view? Let me know in the comments. It will be so interesting to find out. Guys, smash a sub, hit the like, share, all that good stuff. And as always, stay positive, stay poised, and stay Pure Coys.